Hello and welcome to another session in mathematics. In this session, we'll be looking at matrices. But before that, let us take a review of our previous lesson. Welcome back. In today's lesson, our focus will be on multiplication of two matrices. We'll look at 2 by 2 matrices, and then we'll look at 3 by 3 matrices. Okay, so let us start multiplication of two matrices. Multiplication of two matrices. There are conditions that must be met before you can be able to multiply two matrices. Okay, now if we have matrix A and matrix B, to find the product of A and B, it means A times B, right? And that will give us AB. For AB to be possible, it means that the number of columns in matrix A, must be equal to the number of rows in matrix B. Okay, the number of columns there must be equal to the number of rows of matrix B. If that condition is not met, then there's no way you can multiply two of them together. Okay, I say again, the number of columns in matrix A must be equal to the number of rows in matrix what? B. That is to say, if we have matrix A to be equal to, let's say, A, B, and C, and then we have B to be equal to let's say D, E, and F, then they can multiply each other. Now looking at this one has what? One row. A has what? One row. And how many columns? 1, 2, 3. 3 columns. As such, these two can multiply each other. With this idea, now we then have that AB, that is A times B, is equal to A times D plus B times E plus C times F. Okay, then whatever you get as your result, you then add them together. So AB would then be equal to AD plus BE plus CF. So let's assume these are numbers now. You add them up and then you get the value of what? AB. So let us take some examples. Number 1, if P is equal to -3, 6, and 2, and we have our Q to be equal to 5, 4, 1. Find PQ. This is very simple. Okay, let's start. Solution. We have PQ to be equal to -3 times 5 plus 6 times 4 plus 2 times 1. Okay, that will give us -3 times 5 will give us -15. 6 times 4 will give us 24, and then 2 times 1 will give us what? 2. 24 plus 2 is what? Is 26. So we have 26 minus 15, which will give us what? 11. So our PQ is equal to 11. Do you understand now? So let us take some complicated problems. Number two, assuming we have our A to be equal to 3 minus 2, and here we have 1 and 4, and B is equal to 2, 0, 3, and here is -1, 4, 2. Can we multiply this? Is it possible? I told us that to multiply, that the number of columns must be equal to the number of rows in B, and the number of columns here what? 2. The number of rows here what? 2. So therefore we can multiply. Okay, so our AB is equal to, draw your bracket, 3 times 2, okay, then plus 1 times what? -1. This is 1 here times minus 1. Remember, you use the row to multiply what? The column. Do we understand? So let's continue. Then we have 3 times 0. That is this 3 now. We are going to the second what? Column. Plus 1 times 4. Okay? Then we go over to the third column. We have 3 times 3 plus 1 times 2. Okay? Then we are done with the first row. So we go over to the second row. We have minus 2 times 2 plus 4 times minus 1. We have minus 2 times 0 plus 4 times 4. We have a minus 2 times 3 plus 4 times 2. Okay? So we now get their values. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 times minus 1 will give us minus 1. Minus 2 times 2 is minus 4 plus 4 times minus 1 is minus 4 too. 3 times 0 is 0. 1 times 4 is 4. Minus 2 times 0 is 0. 4 times 4 is 16. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 2 is 2. Minus 2 times 3 is minus 6. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay? So our AB is now the bracket. 6 minus 1 is 5. 4 and minus 4 minus 4 will give us minus 8. Okay? 0 plus 4 is 4. And 0 plus 16 is 16. 9 plus 2 is 11. Minus 6 plus 8 will give us what? 2. Then leaving us with what? This as our what? Answer. Do we understand? Okay, let's take one more example. If you are given A to be equal to 1, 0, 2, 3 minus 1, 4, minus 2, 5 minus 1, and we have B to be equal to 3, 1 minus 2, 2 minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 4, 2, and we are asked to find AB. Find AB. Okay, let us start. AB is equal to, draw your bracket. Okay, so we multiply with this and we'll go this way. Okay, so we have 1 times 3 plus 0 times 1 plus 2 times minus 2. We'll go over to the second. We have 1 times 2 plus 0 times minus 1 plus 2 times 0. We'll go over to this. We have 1 times 1 plus 0 times 2 plus 2 times 3. Then the last one, we have 1 times 0 plus 0 times 4 plus 2 times 2. Okay, then we now go over to the second row. We have 3 times 3 plus minus 1 times 1 plus 4 times minus 2. We'll go over to the second. We have 3 times 2 plus minus 1 times minus 1 plus 4 times 0. Then we have here to be 1. We have here to be 3 times 1 plus minus 1 times 2 plus 4 times 3. Okay, then the last, we have 3 times 0 plus minus 1 times 4 plus 4 times 2. Okay, then the last row, minus 2 times 3 plus 5 times 1 plus minus 1 times minus 2. Then for this we have a minus 2 times 2 plus 5 times minus 1 plus minus 1 times 0. Then for this we have minus 2 times 1 plus 5 times 2 plus minus 1 times 3. Then we'll have lastly to be minus 2 times 0 plus 5 times 4 plus minus 1 times 2. Oh, that was too long. So we have 1 times 3, which will give us what? 3 plus 0 times 1 is 0. 2 times minus 2 is minus 4. Okay, 3 times 3 here is 9. Minus 1 times 1 is minus 1. 4 times minus 2 is minus 8. Minus 2 times 3 is minus 6. Plus 5 times 1 is 5. Minus 1 times minus 2 will give us what? 2. Okay, 1 times 2 here is 2. 0 times minus 1 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 3 times 2 is 6. Minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. 4 times 0 is 0. Minus 2 times 2 is minus 4. 5 times minus 1 is minus 5. And then minus 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. 0 times 2 is 0. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 1 here is 3. Minus 1 times 2 is minus 2. 4 times 3 is 12. Minus 2 times 2 times 1 is minus 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Minus 1 times 3 is minus 3. Okay, then we'll go over to this. 1 times 0 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 0 here is 0. Minus 1 times 4 will give us minus 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Minus 2 times 0 is 0. 5 times 4 is 20. Minus 1 times 2 is minus 2. Okay, so we then add. Let's go over to the next page and draw our bracket. So we have 3 plus 0, which is 3, minus 4. We have what? 3 minus 4, which is minus 1. Here is minus 1. Okay, 2 plus 0 plus 0 is 0 is 2. 1 plus 0 is 1 plus 6. We have 7. 7. 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. We have here to be 4. Then we'll go over to this. 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. This is 0. 6 plus 1 is 7 plus 0, 7. 3 minus 2 is 1 plus 12, 13. 0 minus 4 is minus 4 plus 8. We have 4. Okay, 6 minus 6 plus 5 is minus 1 plus 2. We have 1. Minus 4 minus 5 is minus 9. Minus 2 plus 10 is 8. 8 minus 3 is 5. Okay, and then we have 0 plus 20 minus 2. That is what? 18. So our AB is equal to the new bracket minus 1, 2, and the rest of them. So that's just the answer. Thank you for being part of today's class. To refresh your memory on what we've done, kindly provide the answer to the following questions on the screen. Welcome back. We'll stop here today, and in our next class we'll go over to transpose of a matrix. So feel free to use the lesson note on the platform for better information on what we've done, and feel free to drop your questions or comments on the comment section. Till we meet again, stay safe and bye.